I'm Will, founder at Will Clothing Brand, from Queens, live in Long Island, Quorum, New York to be precise. That's
Rock,
it.
what up?
Mhm.
What's up? It's your boy Ish, repping Queens, co-founder of At Will, and you now rocking with Black of the Berry. Tap in.
Shit.
Fire up on them dogs.
Here we go, man. Listen here. Y'all know what it is. This is Black of the Berry. We have we're about to talk about some clothing shit, like, you know what I mean? But we're going to talk about it on a whole nother fucking level because these brothers are not trying to be your typical clothing brand. Let me tell you, listen, you heard their names. You're going to have the big dog Will right there. You got big homie Ish right there at Will Clothing. This shit's about to get live. I am Dean. That over there is the Madman Los. And we are here now, my two brothers. We appreciate y'all for stopping by. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Wagwan.
Yep, thank you for
The
having me.
pivot, through COVID that we still giving these interviews. So, boom, we here still with it. You know what I mean? So,
Let's get right to it.
yes. Let's
And what I mean by that is y'all brand, and I was talking to Los about this too when we were in pre-production. Y'all brand to me just seems different. What I mean by that is when Los informed me of the material that was used, you see what I'm saying? And then even y'all style, the fact that you can get athletic shorts and then a silk shirt at the same spot. You know what I mean? That just tells me that I feel as if that is a bold move to do as a brand. So with your brand and with your clothing, where were y'all trying to take this thing?
I mean, to be honest with you, this is something that I wanted to do for like years. It was definitely years in the making. And people always used to tell me in school, like, yo, Will, like, you love clothing. Like, why don't you, establish your own clothing brand? But I always told myself, like, if I'm going to do this, it has to be the right way. Like, I didn't just want to go to, like, Walmart, buy black T-shirts, and then screen print it. I always wanted to, like, make it stand out. And that was kind of the hump that I had to get over. It was like, okay, I want to do this, but if I'm going to do it, I got to go all the way, So, co-founder, Ish, me and him, we met at the gym at LA Fitness to be precise, and it was an instant connection. It was, we both had the same kind of, taste for fashion. And, Ish was more of kind of like a, high-end fashion. He's kind of more of like classy. He doesn't really wear like loud stuff. And I'm more of like, not loud, but like I like
vibrant.
I like vibrant, like kind of like off-white, kind of classy, but at the same time streetwear. So it was a good mix for me and him. So I was like, yo, man, we got to do this. Like, it has to be a point to where we could separate streetwear from, high-end. As far as like, when I mean streetwear, I mean like, I'm trying to like off-white, is high-end, but it still gives you that streetwear feel and kind of like Gucci, like how you said, So that was really where, it was all, it just came along right after that. It was like, all right, we got to do this. We got to give it a way to where we can mix both. There's not a lot of brands that's doing that,
How did we get to the point that y'all? But hold on, because we gotta take it back because I love a good story. So how? I do. You know what I mean? So how did y'all get to the point that you both knew you were into fashion? You see what I'm saying? Like what happened? Like, did you see what one was wearing, and then you were just like, yo, that's kind of hot, and you're like, yeah, I know, that's my shit, and then the conversation went off from there. Like, how did it go?
Yeah, it was more of just like, just basic convo, because we didn't really meet on like I said, we met at the gym. We met playing basketball. So it was kind of,
I hear you.
It was kind of a friendship through like working out at first, and playing.
Of course.
Ball. Then it was just, basic convo, like, yo, man, like, you see these kicks is dope. And he was, yo, man, I like them too. And it was kind of like, we would always just talk about fashion. And then from there, like,
It just went off.
And he lives kind of close too, fairly close. So it would be to a point where I'm with him every day, going to the gym, playing ball. So that's really that, that's it. Just basic convo, just talk.
I hear you. Okay. True. All right. I thought it was something like somebody saw what somebody was wearing, and just because since you're both into fashion, I feel as if y'all eyes are different. So you know what I'm saying? Like you see some, you're like, oh shit, that's hot. Where'd you get that from? Or like, who is that? You know what I mean? For instance, like that, just because y'all are looking at shit in a different kind of realm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that came up too, that came up. It was more of like, like I would be on my phone, I'd be scrolling on Instagram, like, yo, look at this outfit, and it was, yo, that's fire. And it was just we would just take that and kind of tweak it to our own way, and put our own input. And if I was to do this, I would do it that way. And like it was kind of just just playing with certain ideas and just general conversation.
So, is that for and for Ish? Did that what made you like go co-sign and let's say like, yo, I'll help you on this brand?
Right. So I'm a good judge of character. I don't really have too many people that I let in my circle. And I cook. First of all, he don't want to get into the details. I definitely cooked this nigga on the ball.
Nah.
Rod him.
We front.
So yeah, man, like he told me that he was into fashion. He wanted to start a clothing brand and stuff. And at the time, I was actually modeling. So I had, you know, I love fashion, bro. I love like you said, like more luxury stuff, and he likes a lot of streetwear. And that led us to our brand identity of being self-made, not fitting into any boundaries. That's the reason why you could come to shop with us and you can get a pair of basketball shorts, fly shit, and then you could get a silk suit. You know what I mean? Because of our brand identity of being
Silky smooth.
right, doing things at will. You know what I mean?
Yes. And that's why I wanted to get into the name too, because it's like why? Yes, it's a play on actual Will's name, but like at Will is like whenever you want type shit,
Whenever you
like
want.
at your convenience. You know what I mean?
It's an actual definition to it. Living without boundaries or limitations. I feel like a lot of people in our society are so worried about what other people think. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas is afraid to go out there and do what they want or accomplish their dreams and their passion and their desire. So that's why we came up. I'm like, yo, your name Will. I'm like, yo, let's flip that shit. Let's yo, at Will, boom. Go out there and do it. So that's what we want. We want to empower people to get out there and chase their dream. And the way we do that is by thinking outside of the box and making innovative designs for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like your pops can wear that shit. Shit. The homie can wear that shit. Your moms can wear that shit. You feel me?
Reverend Will and Pastor Ish. I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Y'all out here dropping jewels.
I'm about to say because I see Ish got on. Is that an at Will hoodie right there? That's
of course,
that's looking fire right there. I like that.
101 right there.
Yeah, I see that. That's looking fire. I like that.
101. I got some here right here too. You know. This is I don't know. I think you've seen this too before.
Oh, niggas play
like
lacrosse.
that.
Talk about who play lacrosse. See, oh shit, I must have skipped something in my research. Which one of you motherfuckers play lacrosse?
None of us.
Honestly, it was more of like we was going more for like that polo rugby feel. You know, it wasn't more of like I play lacrosse and Ish plays lacrosse. It was more of like, yo, let's give like that preppy, you know, white boy kind of image. You know, like that polo. But at the same time, let's give it.
But then you give it a Letterman jacket feel. I see you. Let's
give it the streetwear, but let's give it the preppy. You know. And this right here, this is a sample. This is a 101. What me and Ish came up with, we was thinking about doing like a raffle, you know, and donating to the, you know, Black Lives Matter movement. Doing something on Instagram where everybody just donates like whatever, like $1 to $10, whatever we came up with, and all proceeds will go to the Black Lives Matter movement. You know,
that's important, bro. And
if y'all do that shit, we would definitely be down to help with marketing for that and shit, like, and doing something together. That sounds like some shit I'm with.
100%. You know,
especially supporting the blackness.
Oh yeah, of course.
Right now, you know, it's definitely a time where, you know, all black businesses definitely got to be acknowledged.
Oh yeah, the coalition of the brands. That's what this is. You know what I mean? Is the linking up and uniting all our brands together. You know what I mean? And I told this in Dean, and I said this and mentioned in previous episodes. It's the creative army. You know what I'm saying? When you have that army of creators that you can just dig in the crates and always have access to, it's just like
that's why, like, you know what I mean, after this, y'all hit us up, just be like, yo, listen, question, y'all know anybody who does this and this?
Yeah. And
we either, if we don't, we know somebody who can get you to that person
for sure.
Guarantee.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good info. Definitely. I'll definitely take that, you know.
But speaking of at Will, so you know, you guys, like you guys said, you guys have different taste in fashion. You guys have high end shit. You like higher end shit. You know, what separates your brand from really the Tom Fords and the more, you know, more say the designer stuff?
Like I said, what separates us is the fact that, I mean, you got to understand, we, like, from my acknowledgement, I haven't seen too many, you know, black-owned brands that's really mixing the streetwear with the high end. You know? So, like you said, like Tom Ford, Gucci.
Mhm.
Most of these brands is white owned. You know, we're black owned, but we put in our little tweak into it as far as high end streetwear.
Mhm.
And like I said, it's the beauty of doing it, because at the same time, like all the fabric, we could take either route.
1 second.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
We could take either route. We could go pick the fabric out, which me and Ish has did. Literally ourselves, go to the garment district in New York City, pick the fabric out, literally bring it to a pattern maker, watch her make it in front of us, and create all of our designs. And we doing it by ourselves, no team. Me, Ish, and one more person, Mata too. He's our graphic designer. Shout out to Mata. And it's the beauty of just really doing it ourselves and starting up. Like I said, I don't really know too many people that's taking this route that we doing. That's black owned is what I want to say. So Tom Ford and all these brands, I don't know what trials and tribulations they had to go through to get to that point to where they are now, but it's the grind, you know, that is more appreciated of what we're doing, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if Ish feels any different, but I really think this shit is a passion. I wake up every morning, I'm calling Ish like, yo, listen, man, I got a couple new ideas, yo.
Yeah.
The garment district. Let's do this. Let's buy fabric. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
and I could tell from prior experience that, you know what I mean, because with my own experience of trying to get merch popping, you know what I mean. So it's like, you know, so it's always like it's a process, and it's like how far do you want to dive into it? You know what I mean? Do you want to outsource for some things? Do you want to get the product yourself and see the process 360? How do you want to do it? You know what I mean? And it's a testament to people who do it, you know, from start to finish, because it's crazy when you see something in your head and then it comes out into a shirt and it feels like and it feels good to wear, and it's like, you know, it's different. It's just different seeing the naturalization of the idea. Like, yo, it was an idea, bro, and that shit lives now. You know what I mean? So it's like, y'all talked about that. Like Ish, can you talk about like how the how's that feel for your ideas to come out, and like that 101 is like, yo, how does that feel rocking that shit? It's like, nobody can get this shit. Everybody wants it, but nobody can get it.
Man, it's truly an amazing feeling to see your creation, like our creations, come to life, man. And besides the one-of-one, to see the other people enjoy it, to see the other people, you know, rock it, style it, and have it fit on them perfectly, is like, damn, yo, all of that hard work is putting in. As Will said, yo, every day, man, we working on this. You know what I'm saying? Like we dream about this shit. We wake up, we put our dreams into action. So to see that, man, it's truly rewarding, to say the least, man. It's very rewarding, man.
And for Will, let's get a local question going on for people, for the people listening in Quorum and going around and know what's going on. There's so many people. I think like Quorum is like really on the same wave. Like everybody is trying to come out with their different type of, you know, t-shirts and brands and stuff like that. So what can we expect that's different from, not to shoot in anybody's brands or anything, because we love seeing it. It's everybody's putting on for themselves, and you know, I mean, we can unify that for sure. But how do you feel that yours is different in terms of what we see back home?
Yo, it's crazy because, like I said, that was the first thing I addressed, you know, when this interview started. Like, I'm not throwing shit at anybody. Everybody from home, shit, I support. I done brought T-shirts, you know, Nigel. Nigel, shout out to Nigel. He's doing the Savage Love brand. You know, I done brought hoodies from him. You know, Tita, Stealth Light, shout out to Tita. I done brought hoodies from him. Everybody is kind of like, you know, like, thing is with me and Ish, like, this is what I told from day one. I say, yo, listen, man, if I'm gonna do this, we got to do it different. You know, like, like from what I see, like I said, not throwing shade, from what I see, most people who's doing this clothing, like from Quorum, to me, it looks what I think it is. You know, they buying, you know, bulk hoodies, bulk t-shirts, and they go into a screen print place and they screen printing they logo, you know, on the t-shirt,
which is completely doable and fine.
It's doable, nothing wrong with it. I support, you know, no matter what. But with me, I always want to stand out. As long as you knew me too, like I'm about standing out, man. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna go all the way. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna make sure I get the best fabric. I'm gonna make sure it stands out to a point where nobody else is doing what I'm doing. Like you said, silk. I didn't see nobody. Calm. I didn't see nobody else from Long Island. I ain't see nobody else from Long Island doing that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
So that's what really makes us stand out. It's the fact that we just going over and beyond. You know,
Y'all take it. Y'all try to push the envelope.
yeah, we trying to put, bro. Listen, man, I'm thinking big, man. Like that's why me and my business partner Ish, we get along so well because we not small-minded individuals. Like we think outside the box. That's why we click so instantly because we think outside of the box. We like, yo, listen, man. Me and him, this has been a project we've been trying to work on for 3 years. To be honest with you, it's been since like 2017, 2018. And I ain't gonna lie, I would get discouraged sometimes. Sometimes I would think like, damn, like I want to do it, but everybody else is doing it. But it's kind of like music. You want to be an artist, but everybody else is making music. But it's about how can you be different? Your sound, your aura, the way you carry yourself, So there's nothing wrong with doing something that everybody else is doing. It's all about standing out. And
you know what I would say, to be honest with you? Besides I think that, and this is what I've taken, at least in my creative process, and the way BTB is starting to turn it a little bit, I don't even think it even matters anymore about quote unquote standing out. Like I don't even care about that. Only thing I care about is that if you fuck with this show, if you listen to either one of us, that you understand that it's us being us and we're being authentic. So that's why certain people, like for instance, like a Charlemagne to me, I think that Charlemagne can never be canceled. And the reason being is because he's never changed. And you liked him for him. So when people are looking at y'all brand, they understand that this is authenticity at its finest to y'all. And it's take it or leave it. You see what I'm saying? And I think that all creatives, I think that is what our goal is. Because everyone who's gotten successful, that's the point that they were able to get across.
Fuck themselves.
You see what I'm saying? Is they realize, like for instance, like not for nothing, I like it's certain, like what's ill to me is like how y'all got like he has like Ish has his hoodie on. You showed the demo jacket and you're like that's one of one. Something that would be ill with your brand is that if y'all had certain items that it's gonna be this of this, and it's just and you can't. You can only get it now, and we don't give a fuck. You can't get a recommission. We won't bend on it. Right. You know what I mean? Like, just I don't know. Like, I kind of see your brand being that kind of like it's a different. Even in luxury branding, it's different because y'all both seem different. You know what I mean?
100%.
And then you can let me know if I'm hitting like the nail on the head, or y'all are just like nah.
No, 100%. 100%. It's actually crazy. Because with this drop that we just did, we had the bandana silk set. The top and bottom, we had the pink satin set, we had the shorts. We got good feedback, and well, not good. Everybody gave us good feedback, but all those items that we dropped weren't for everybody because not everybody wears silk. They don't. Wear, some people don't wear silk t-shirts.
Right.
The drop that we dropped, it wasn't too universal. It was more of like
tailored set. Yeah.
Exactly. People are gonna rock with it because they supporting us, or people are gonna rock with it because it's straight fire. But it's not like it's not really in the middle. It was more of like okay. Like, so we're going to do it this way. And the way I see it is just like, even after we sold out, because we completely sold out, our expectations were a lot less. Well, I mean, in my head, I'm like, yo, we're going to sell. But I didn't think we was going to do numbers like that. I feel like a lot of people, after we sold out, I got a lot of, DMs, in the business page and, my personal page. Everybody was like, yo, man, where could I get that? And it was like, nah, we done. So that goes back to what he was saying. Like, bro, we ain't
X of X.
That's it.
It is what it is.
Now, next drop that we drop in 2-3 weeks, make sure y'all don't miss that because we ain't redropping none. We ain't, everybody's like, yo, you sold out. They caught onto the train kind of late because sometimes people don't really believe until they see other people. People won't really hop on your train till they see other people wearing it, or it's like, oh, the way he wore it, I like this, so now I'm gonna get it. And by that time, it's like we already sold out, and we not doing no, yo, I need a couple. We're not doing that. So get it now. Once it sells, that's it. We moving on. There's no going back ordering more, and that goes back to what you were saying. Like as far as just
keeping everything just like is a luxury brand within a luxury brand.
So my thing is
people can understand that only X, like you ain't never gonna go to the party and like you should never go somewhere and see somebody else in that shit because it's only gonna be X of X. It's like certain luxury cars. Like you want to make sure that when you drive up, I'm the only one in the spot with it.
You see what every BTV piece is is a one of something.
Oh, of course. But I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm like. I'm just imagining that I can just see that being it's going to be a lot of your clothing out there. Like, yeah, it's going to be different people at a party with At Will. But it's like, oh, you got that piece? Oh shit, I missed that one. But I got this one though. Oh shit, I forgot I missed that one. It's like a different, like, what you're pulling up with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But so my thing is about with the drop. How'd y'all get Speedy in there to take the photos with y'all? What was that?
Yeah, what's that connection? Oh yeah, well, Ish was a model, he said.
Yeah.
We didn't even ask Ish what and who he used the model for.
Ish, talk your talk.
So Speedy's actually my brother. So he did
so
he's off the strength, like love. You feel
Of
me?
course.
Yeah, so that's how we got him in there. And plus,
Gangster.
yeah, straight up. I mean, like, we gotta support one another, bro.
Of course.
Bro, we want to see us grow. That's just how that shit works, man.
Fire.
So then you got the perfect lane into the whole luxury. Oh yeah. This is. I see.
What's up?
I'm a fucking guru.
Oh, yeah,
I knew it. I'm a fucking guru.
Right.
Throughout the whole, am I right? I'm hitting you on that. I'm a fucking guru. See,
and I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. Ish is a humble dude. Ish is multi-talented. There's a lot of stuff. Ish models. Ish makes music. Ish clothing brand. Ish does it all. There's nothing he can't do.
Oh, so you yourself are just a multimedia individual.
He's humble.
I consider myself just a creative person. Like, I love art. I love putting stuff out into the fucking world, bro. So that's just what I do, man. Yeah.
We're gonna have to get into a deeper conversation about this. We have to. We're gonna keep this on. We're gonna be professionals, and we're gonna keep this on At Will. But Ish, we will definitely be talking to you after this because we specialize in interviewing people with your talents. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If we had to say, you know what I'm saying? If we had to say like a specialty, it's like dealing with multifaceted individuals. But back onto At Will, and I want to know, how do y'all choose y'all material? Like where does that, like, how do y'all get to that point? Like where were y'all sitting down and you're like, you know what?
So
but it's like, but how do y'all go about testing it? Because what I'm saying that is because, like, you can't tell me that these two are just gonna go and they're gonna look online and see, like,
they said they explained they actually pull up.
Oh, when I left,
yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, they pull up.
All right, I'll rewatch it my damn self. Sorry, people. Sorry.
No, it's okay. They pull up and they're there and they're like feeling the fabrics and stuff. And that's the level I ultimately want to get to. You know what I mean? Is where I'm like looking at it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the feel I want. This is the cotton that I want. This is the elasticity. You're looking at the collar, you're looking at all the details, and you're like, this is what I want. And then give me a box of this. You know what I mean? And then that's the flex that I want. That's that flex that I want. But yeah, so that's the creative, that's the process of it. You know what I mean? And
I would expect nothing less.
You know what I mean? So talk to us about having the eye. And the eye is there's multiple.
Hold on. Quick question. Yeah. Since that question, mine just got null and voided.
Right.
I have another one.
Okay.
Did y'all talk about this?
Yes.
What? I think you know what I'm going. Fuck. No, damn it! Really?
Go ahead.
Damn. He already knows what I'm going to ask.
Go ahead.
What is y'all process of the actual design wear? Like, how do y'all get to that? Did y'all talk about that?
A little bit, but we could get to that.
Okay.
Because I don't know, maybe I'm figuring that you just don't, for what they're doing, you just don't write something on a piece of paper and you're just like, all right, this is it. Like, we didn't get what's the rigorous process?
But they talked about the team and that helped them with the ideas.
Damn it.
We did vaguely.
I apologize. I apologize, America. My what pays for this called me. So.
Right. Right. So
and that usually never happens. So I was like, oh, the building burning.
Y'all crazy, man.
Yeah, so
damn, but it's crazy to wave him because he already knew what it was. Damn, so basically, so we're just gonna gossip. All right, so go on to you.
All right, so having the eye, and what I mean the eye is people have the eye in many different ways and for many different things. You know what I mean? So what I mean the eye is being able to kind of like know what you want and being able to get the idea into what you want, how it feels. It's kind of like the test. People say the eye test. That's exactly what it is. It's passing the eye test because it's like the connection is here. So it's like, how do I get my idea? How do I envision it? You know what I mean? How does it look? How does it feel? So talk about the eye, and it's like that's it for you to make and put your envision what you want, your design, your idea on satin or silk or some kind of, that's a different feel.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different approach.
Mm-hmm.
You want your people to have that's like, all right. So what that's like to me is like, it's not just a regular T-shirt you wear. Okay, it could say Nike, whatever. But if you're wearing something that says something, you feel a certain way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So what is your approach in terms of how do you want your people that wear at will? How do you want them to feel while wearing at will?
Before you answer that, I just want to make point out one thing about Los that I normally never see when he interviews folks.
Mm-hmm.
We've interviewed a lot of different kind of folks.
Mm-hmm.
You never really get geeked. And we interview, I know you're like, you just got a little geeked here.
Because I wanted to get that point out.
That's what I'm like. But I'm saying that's something that never really happens. Like, so to point that out there for the people. I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
I'm liking this whole conversation.
My energy.
Yeah, and then this whole creative process. Yeah, well, because I think that what Lo sees and what he wants everyone else to see is that
it's like-minded.
And then like-minded, and then there's creativeness and everything, and everyone has their own spin on how they're doing it. And I think that some people just think creativeness is just in one little box.
No, that's what I said. It's the eye.
You know what I'm saying? You know what exactly. So please answer.
It's like everybody has like, oh, you got the eye. You don't got the same eye as me, but I know you got the eye. You know what I mean?
Is that it? So please go ahead.
Mind if I start, Will, and you pick it up?
Yeah, go ahead, Ish. Talk to you.
So, like you said, man, we both have a different eye. And Will has a great eye. Like, he would bring some shit to the table that I haven't even thought of. I'm like, yo, that would be hard. You know what I'm saying? That would be hard. And then we would sit down together, you know what I'm saying? Like, draw. I would draw some shit. He'd be like, yo, like, we thinking luxury. Like, we want niggas to feel like they on an island somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Put some palm trees on that shit. I'm like, yo, that's fire. Let's do that. Pink, like, salmon would be fire for a colorway. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And Will is great with that. I feel like where I come in is to get it across to the people as far as producing shit, like putting a shoot together to make people be like, damn, I need that.
Like a fit, put an actual fit with it.
Yeah, no, like marketing it to the people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, yo, like this shit looks perfect. Like, I gotta have it. Mm-hmm. And, so I feel like we just bounce ideas off of each other and just bring it to life.
Mm-hmm.
And here's a follow up too.
Hold on, because Will's gonna answer too. Am I right? Are you good with that, Will?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I wanted to say, but let Los talk.
Yeah. But so my follow up with Ish is like, especially because now let's say Will is more the visionary guy, right? You're more you help with the visionary too, but you're more of the other side of it where you've modeled. You want to know how things fit, and you want things to have a certain fit. Can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely. So I go through every like sleeve length, back length, shoulder width, and I measure the shit out in inches. Like, yo, I want it to fit like this, and it's very technical and intricate. That's how I do it. I would put together like a size chart, for instance, send it to our team to get it made with the fabric, like, yo, that fabric. But we would talk about the fabric and shit like that, and we'll discuss the fit. So based on how we would want something to fit, like an oversized or a fitted fit, that's how I would base the size chart accordingly. You know what I mean? As far as like inches go, like.
So you really coming up with the dimensions yourself, and it's like, and so you're tailoring the fit for how you want people to fit.
Exactly.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
Here's a question because unlike some people, I'm going to probably just guess I'm the biggest person at this conversation. So my clothes fit a little differently. There's like a brand out there. They call themselves Kind of Fit, Kind of Fat. And that's literally the best way to describe my body. I'm fit everywhere except my stomach. So the question becomes, how does your clothes fit folk like me who's like, you see me walking down the street, you're just like, oh, he works out. but he has no discipline with his diet. He's trying, but he's failing.
But it's also in a pink salmon t-shirt. So
I would definitely wear pink salmon. You see this?
So
you see this
he's-
chocolate skin, baby? Oh, come on, son. Come on, son. Stop it, baby. I'll make that baby pop. Listen, you ever need like a little extra girthy model? I'll let the guy. I just haven't had a haircut and shit. But I'll submit you some photos. I'll do professional and shit. I'm telling y'all, let me know. Let the guy know. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna take that into consideration. You got to
Dead ass. I'm dead ass too. Like, I'll make the travel down. Don't even worry about that. Just let me. Listen, I'm just trying to put it on for big people. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know how y'all including us. Everybody else be inclusive. You know what I'm saying? It's 2020. Look out for the gods.
certain items like it said before. We have a size chart.
So we can't fit all your shit. I see what you're saying, baby.
Not certain items.
That's the thing. We scale. We'll go triple X, triple XL, but it would fit you as whatever your size is. Like, there's big niggas that wear our shit, bro. Like, those man's Ben Lee, right?
Yeah, Ben Lee both.
All right, for the record, I'm not Ben Lee size. I ain't nowhere near Ben Lee. Like, I'm 240,
Yo, shout out to
245
Ben,
at the most. All right, shout out to Ben. But you know what I'm saying? I'm a strong heavyweight.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that.
He said he a couple sizes down from Ben. He like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, we not in the same. Ben's like 6'2", and we're going to leave it at that. I fuck with Ben. That's my man. That's what you're saying. Shout out. You know it's all jokes, baby. It's all jokes.
But not even for
the
certain items. For all the items, we have a size chart. I mean, a lot of people, when they buy clothes, when they order clothes offline, they don't look at no size chart. They just go extra large. Oh, I'm an extra large. I'm gonna get it. But certain items, like not everybody might know, but if you know certain items like silk shirts, we always know they're oversized. Silk is just the fabric is just, you know, I would say stretchy, but it's more of like a loose fit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So certain items like that, if you are large, it could be true to size, you know, it could be, or it can even be up a size. You might have to even go down a size. So certain items, like I said, t-shirts, you know, size chart, and even on the description, because Ish is, you know, he's the one who, as far as the website goes, he might, you know, he takes care of the website, everything, like on the website. So he
that shit is silky smooth.
Yeah, he might put
that website is silky smooth, baby.
He might put oversized satin silk shirt, you know, so people know, for instance, okay, I could do this, or
it's a loose fit.
It's a loose fit, or on the t-shirt, if you don't put it on the caption, he might put it in the description, you know, before you hit the add to cart button, like, oh, this t-shirt, you know, go a size up, or even like, for instance, we had, you know, like the images on the website, you know, you had models wearing it. You could say this model is 6'1", wearing a large, you know, so if you could kind of see that you're kind of, you know, the same height as him, you know, okay, but a little bit bigger. Oh, okay, he's wearing a large. I should go extra large, you know. So that's that's where we trying to improve at, so people don't, you know, order the wrong size and it's ship back and then, you know, close all that.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we're trying to, you know, we're improving on certain stuff. You know, everything's a working process. You know, we only had one drop. You know, so we're gonna get better with time. That's it, man. We're going to learn from everything, you know. Definitely, you know, we're here to please customers, too, because we don't want, you know, people
that's
like...
That's the number one thing is customer relations, customer service.
We don't want people like Ben Lee saying, yo, damn, man, I need a bigger size.
Well, not for nothing. I may be saying the same, you know what I'm saying? We ain't just going to just throw out Ben like that, but I just didn't want to be... Yeah. I'm an XL. I don't know what he is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah. I can only say what I am.
So to get off Ben and how big do you guys like want At Will to be? You know, like, I know that's a dumb question, but where do you envision it? Do you envision it globally? Do you envision it like we gonna stay on the Western Hemisphere with nationwide, or like?
Well, listen, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. We not trying to be no local brand out the back of the trunk. We trying to be in Nordstrom. We trying to, you know, and what he was saying as far as limited pieces, that's for now. We starting off with, you know, kind of small quantities, but eventually, you know, once the income capital starts coming in more, we're going to start making more quantities. You know, it's not going to be to where, you know, we're going to be an established brand. We want to get to that point of being in, you know, the stores. We want to have our own store. We want to be like, this is not no small-minded brand, man. I'm telling you, this is like, we're trying to be big. We going all the way. This is, you know, we not here to just be half-assed. Like, we've been doing our numbers all throughout the country. We've been at people out of the country. People in Canada purchased. People in bro, and that's the first drop. Like I said,
I don't even know nobody in Argentina, but they copy it.
He said, I don't know nobody out there, but they hollering at the gods. I feel you. I hear you on that one. Absolutely.
So how the fuck y'all deal with the shipping and all that? You know what I mean?
It's not that ridiculous to ship international.
Yeah,
It's a little oomph, but that's why it's cost plus shipping and handling.
That's true. Yeah, they got to wait a little bit for it.
Yeah, a lot of people, you know, like FedEx, UPS, they have business accounts for businesses, you know, to where they give you like promotions, discounts, and sales. Like the more items you ship, instead of shipping one item and overnight might be 20, if you ship in, let's say 20 of them, it might be $10 for each, you know, like the bigger the bulk, the cheaper it is. And they have business accounts, you know?
Of course.
So to where we could just, okay, if we have 20 packages to ship out, we could just pack Ish's trunk, throw them all in Ish's trunk. Sometimes I can't take care of it. Ish will go, you know, he'll take care of it. He'll give them all to the lady, you know, at the front desk. And all he does is give her the business account name. And then that's it.
Keep it pushing, of course.
Keep it pushing. It's 1, 2, 3. It could, sometimes we're not even in there for 5 minutes. We just dropping off our stuff. They labeling it out. They shipping out for us. That's it. So
let's give before we wrap this up, just so for some people who are on this journey of starting their own brand and starting their own merch line, what do you have any advice for them, like in terms of many people, because some people are starting out brand new, they have an idea, they just want to get it on to clothing. And for some people like us, maybe we have a merch line, but we're not fully we have a big toe in it, but not a whole foot, 2 feet in there and walking. You know what I mean? But we dabbled. Yeah, you know what I mean? So
we dabbled. Don't know our elbow from my asshole, but we trying.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so like, what would you have to say to you know, inspire and advise for these people?
I guess you could, you know, talk yourself.
So I would say the main thing is to be consistent and to be resilient, because it's definitely not easy. Like Will said before, is many times that we wanted to just straight up like, yo, fuck this shit, bro. But what got us to the point where we are today is, you know, staying on top of it, like taking the loss and turning it right into a win. I'd say also to like stay original with your designs. You know, don't bite off other people, because there's 1,000, like, you know, as we can see, there's thousands of people doing the same shit. What makes your shit different from that other shit? So be original and just continue to fight. Really want that shit, continue to fight for it. Straight up.
Back.
Well, yeah. And I think that creatives just in general, anybody listening to this, you could take what Ish just said and apply that to any facet of your life. You just got to be resilient. Don't quit. Don't give up, and just honestly believe in yourself above all else and fucking strive above it. You know what I'm saying? You got this shit, motherfuckers. You a motherfucking savage. Guess what, motherfucker? Pressure makes diamonds. You understand? Y'all.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, from Dean, I want to thank everybody of the BTB staff here. You know, the people, just us, but it's the staff.
No, we have is us, and then we got our 2 assistants.
We have the staff. We got the staff.
You did it creative. You automatically become an assistant. We're sorry.
Yeah,
we love you.
Yeah, but we're sorry. The BTB coalition, if you will. Everybody at the staff and management, want to thank everybody at Will. You know, Ish, Will.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming on. It was dope. You know, we got to, you know, a lot that I didn't expect us to get into about the brand itself. You know what I mean? So that's why I really wanted to get into, is like not just having the clothing, but the ideology behind wearing it and feeling in it and being in it. So I think we covered all bases with that. So good job, guys. Thanks for making our BTB debut.
We'll definitely have to have you both on separately as well.
Have to bring y'all back.
It's together as well as separately. You know what I'm saying? 100%. You know, just kind of get each one of you by yourselves, and then just kind of have, like, you know, just kind of go through the gambit.
Yeah, all right. 100%, man. 100%. I want to thank y'all for having us. Definitely, it was a pleasure. First time being on. It's my first time actually even doing an interview. So
right. How you feel? How you feel now? How you feel coming after this? Good, bro. You feel like you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But you know, it's glad that I could be the one that helps see my brother. You know what I mean? Get him in the positive light. You know
shout out to Quorum. Shout out.
Yeah. I appreciate that. Thanks, man. Definitely. Shout out to BTB. Definitely.
Appreciate you, player.
That just became a drop. So
we should start asking people for drops.
Yeah, that is it. We have a drop every episode.
You're right. Holy shit. Mind blown.
Right. All right. So love y'all, brothers, man.
Yeah, man. Peace, love, and chicken, y'all.
You know what I mean?
Keep it funky.
Peace, brother.
No. All right.
Shout out to the BTB gang. I'll let y'all, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have y'all back, man.
Absolutely.